So we are descending this mountainside. Very thick snow, as you can see, the base of this tree well. There's a shot back at where we're coming from. Thick, snowy delight. One word for it. While you're going down it, I might not feel so delightful because it's very thick and arduous to get across, even with my snowshoes on. I'm having a little trouble with my footing. So, if you wanted to be a Yaktrax warrior, I'm telling you right here is a place where your plan falls apart. Because even with snowshoes, this is difficult. With Yaktrax, this is going to be knee-high post holing or farther down mountainside. Hey, different strokes, different folks, but it does not sound fun to me. And starting to regain more solid footing, thankfully. Kind of funny, even with snowshoes, that was a little difficult, but. And then as a secondary, we also have the tracks going the same way. So I would say that as a tip. Trust yourself over the tracks. Because how do you know somebody else wasn't lost or something? So use the diamonds first. Chart your own path from the map. Coming down Brandenburg Butte, we look back. Definitely the hardest section we've done so far. Descending Brandenburg Butte in the snowshoes. Pretty steep angle, very thick. Very easily knee-high, maybe even thigh-high or waist-high snow in some of those sections. Wasn't too bad. Never felt like I was truly in danger, just could have taken a stumble there pretty easily, but I wouldn't have been that hurt, just wet. And this tree coming up straight ahead indicates we're still on the right track. Amazing how much easier the flat sections are if we just did a climb down a butte. Now I feel like I'm flying. Another blue diamond. We go through this absolutely gorgeous Willamette National Forest. This is sick in its beauty. There's a pine-laden section with the occasional spruce or hemlock. Pretty gorgeous spruce. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, look at that. We're looking at our beautiful friend, Mount Washington. Very distinct top. The peak is gorgeous. Very distinct features, bright white, glowing marshmallow. This is beautiful. I love how the peak is framed by beautiful Willamette National Forest, this sea of pines. You can see the gray clouds and blue sky fighting for sky supremacy behind it. Lighting it up quite a bit right now, and we're getting a good glow of it. Certainly not obscured. Oh, this is beautiful. The alpine eye candy of Ray Benson is Mount Washington. And as you come up and do Brandenburg Shelter, you will get several money shots of the incredible Mount Washington. Something special about a mountain framed by a forest. Here at Ray Benson Sno Park, I would say the premier snow park in the Sister Santiam Pass zone. Up to 9.5 miles of snowshoe hiking. This is probably the most common loop, Brandenburg Loop. It's about 5.6 miles, a couple hundred feet elevation gain. And there are multiple vantage points where you get a money shot of Mount Washington, as well as panoramic views of the mighty Willamette National Forest. I'm currently hiking this way, and I will be to Brandenburg Shelter very shortly. This is beautiful. Enjoying some epic views of Mount Washington framed by Willamette National Forest. I wanted to show you that this is a safety corridor. I'm looking back. This is the way I just came from. I just climbed down Brandenburg Butte. This would be going back up Brandenburg Butte. It's pretty steep and very thick snow, particularly one section. It's knee-high, waist-high, knee-high, thigh-high, maybe waist-high, and kind of very steep, so very easy to fall there. You can see why they do not want motorized craft in that area. That would be highly dangerous. Something about this one pine. See this? Straight ahead in the right to the right of the trail there. Look at that. It's pretty, it's a fluffy pine. Very beautiful. I don't know, something about it struck me. Got our Hayrick Butte. That's H-A-Y, like the cousin of straw, not, hey, what's up, Rick? And this forest is beautiful. Clouds are particularly beautiful. One of them days where the beautiful gray clouds and the white clouds and the peaks of the sun and the blue sky ends up being a feature of the hike. So it happens to be a beautiful day. I like these hybrid days, we'll call them. Ooh, well, I'd be a fool if I didn't capture that. Look at that. For a day like today, kind of a hybrid weather day. You see the colors, the grays, light gray, dark gray, blue, white. I love these hybrid weather days because the weather itself ends up being a feature of the hike. I mean, our landscape is obviously gorgeous, but sometimes if you just have a bright blue sky, there's less contrast. And conversely, if you just have a gray overcast cloud, there's not much contrast, but you get this watercolor painting effect going on. Continue along in our snowshoes. This is down kind of a little steep section. Watch your footing on this section. That is for sure. The blue diamond indicates we want to go this way, so I will believe it. Not really much of a broom trail. I'm basically breaking the trail. It's a minor move here you can make out, but the snow is a good foot or two beneath that, so not really adding much as far as my traction. I'm going deep in each step. I guess this loop I'm on hasn't been done in a while, is when I'm guessing. Leaving the Mount Washington eye candy alpine zone. And now I'm heading towards that post straight ahead. You can see there's a tree straight ahead with a blue diamond with a white frame around it. There's a post with an arrow to the left. I'm just trusting my signage. There's a beautiful shot of mighty Mount Washington, framed by the glorious Willamette National Forest. Beautiful watercolor sky. Gotta love it when the sky is a feature of the hike in all of its eminent beauty, creating a beautiful contrast of our bright green pine forest. And the sign telling us to get on this trail. We're actually getting on the road here. But I will take the reprieve, and I think I see the roof of Brandenburg Shelter. And yes, I do. I am looking right at it. Finishing up Brandenburg Loop. Back to Brandenburg Shelter. And look at the beauty of Brandenburg Shelter. Based on the angle, I've been showing you a lot of views of mighty Mount Washington behind us, but based on the angle I'm coming at Brandenburg Butte, I think a bit behind it, that would make the mountain behind it Three-Finger Jack. And if you look at the peak, it's got those distinct three fingers, which is what its namesake is. You see that peak? It's a little bit of a silhouette. It's not too clear, but got a snow dusting on it. But if you look at it closely, you can make out kind of three fingers. That's why that's called Three-Finger Jack. So we've been enjoying the alpine eye candy of Mount Washington now behind us. And now as we approach Brandenburg Shelter, we are getting some great shots of Three-Finger Jack. The snow park here in Willamette National Forest, Central Oregon. We've got our snowshoes deployed because it's so thick. And we made it to the mighty Brandenburg Shelter. Let's go inside and take a look. I think I'm approaching from the oft not approach side, the far side. And look at that. That's pretty gorgeous. Oh, I'm loving that. Let's go take a look inside. And look at the incredible Brandenburg Shelter. Got my snowshoes on. It's coming here. Oh, this is beautiful. I wish you could smell this. Got like a rustic raw wood smell. Coming here. Got an American flag. I dig that. Brandenburg Shelter. Built in 2008. Is it 6 or 8? 2006 by Oregon Nordic Club. Oregon Nordic Club members and other volunteers in cooperation with Deschutes National Forest. Well, I am Norwegian, so very nicely done. Here is our wood-burning fireplace. Pretty epic ceiling, gotta say. Very impressive. Beautiful wood-burning fireplace. I will say I'm not a fan of people carving stuff in here. Have a little respect for the natural beauty of the area.